It's a good day for some folks. The season of pumpkins, gourds, and goblins never comes soon enough. Well, now it is here, and there are events all over that bring out the weird and spooky. Przewozniak and Jill Jablonski are here from the Monroe County Museum System with your invitation to an October night and more. Good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So October night, what is October night?
October night is a very long community tradition up in Monroe.
Okay.
It's been going on for about 40 years or so. We have an outdoor event each year at our 1817 working farm, and we'd like to invite everybody to come check it out. It's a unique opportunity for people to experience Halloween in a special way, historic Halloween, if you will, but presented in a very dramatic kind of way.
So I have a feeling we're going to hear some maybe ghost stories or something along those lines.
Absolutely, absolutely. Visitors can encounter alongside, live music and some local apples and cider and some of the best the county has to offer. Encounter different characters and things that go bump in the night, so to speak, like our infamous Nine Rouge, for instance. Actually, Jill was one of our script writers, and she's going to be performing.
Yeah. So which character are you going to be?
So I wrote and I'm going to be performing the Nine Rouge, Mère Monique's story. I will be Mère Monique, and it tells about the doom of Detroit, telling Cadillac, the founder, that he must treat kindly the Nine Rouge, who is a demon, and if he doesn't, his city will be doomed and he'll leave his family no legacy and no riches. And if you want to see what happens in the story, does he listen to her, doesn't he? You just have to come to October night.
You have to come see what happens. Ooh, spooky. I feel like this is the River Raisin area, and there is a lot of history here, and I feel like, some of it isn't always so up and up, maybe, right?
The Halloween traditions that we have today have roots that go back thousands and thousands of years, and I really love, and it's so much fun as a historical educational organization to explore that a little bit and share that with our community in fun, exciting ways. It's really popular, which is why this year we've expanded our seasonal offerings. We have other things going on, seasonally appropriate things going on throughout the month of October. We're actually doing a Victorian hair crafting workshop at the museum on the weekends, and on Wednesdays we're partnering with our local hometown Gothic coffee shop, Nocturnal, for some dramatic readings of Halloween tales from the 1800s.
Oh, fun. So everybody does really love this time of year and this season. It's a lot of fun. So when you were writing these stories, the screenwriting, how did you come up with the stories? Did you just make them up, or did you have to do some research?
So the stories that we're using, for example, for October night, those are old folk tales that are regional to our area. And you just read through it, and then you translate it to a dramatic reading, and you cut out the fat and make it fast-paced and interactive with your audience. For example, for Mère Monique, we do a fortune-telling reading there for especially the younger kids there, because they have a lot of fun with that, and they get to feel like Cadillac getting his fortune told. And then for the Shadowed Sips series at Nocturnal, what we did there was I took old Gothic tales such as Edgar Allan Poe tales or Mary Shelley, and I trimmed them down into 15-minute dramatic readings, which we will have our actor performing. He's really good, so it will be a really fun event.
Yeah, what was that like about putting these together? Is it a lot of fun for you to...
Former English major, so I was in my element when I was writing these, and it's just, in English we have a saying, if the writer doesn't have any fun, the story isn't fun. And I had a lot of fun doing this, so everyone should be in for a treat, and it's going to be really nice. Yeah,
it sounds like it's going to be super fun. So kind of walk us through the evening. Does everybody show up at the same time and walk, or do you kind of do it at your own pace? How does it go?
It's the format that we have is find your own adventure.
Okay.
Everybody buys tickets online. If you're interested in buying tickets, visit octobernight.org. It's really easy to buy tickets, and the entry times are staggered throughout the night. And that way, our historical characters and our vignettes aren't really bogged down by a ton of people all at once, and it kind of manages traffic flow throughout the park. So when folks come in, they can encounter a number of historical vignettes. The cider and donuts are going to be they're just there in our scare free barn. The barn is our safe zone. We've got some really good live music lined up for this year too, just to kind of set the tone and have it really be fun for everybody. You know, the event is really something for everybody, kind of thing. So
I was going to ask, is this kid friendly? You know, you mentioned kids liking the fortune teller part, but is there like maybe an age range?
Well, you know, we recommend that all the parents use discretion.
Yeah, you know your kid, right?
There are certain things out there that go bump in the night that we just have no control of this time of year. So, you know.
You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Seems like it. So you mentioned you have to get tickets online ahead of time. Where can people go and do that?
You get them on octobernight.org, and that'll take you right to our ticketing website. Tickets are $13 for adults.
Okay, and then the other events that you have going on, Nocturnal, you mentioned?
Yes.
Which, those are Saturdays, did you say?
It's going to be Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Okay, so just show up for those, or?
Yeah, those ones are going to be at the local coffee shop. So you can just go there and find parking.
Yeah.
And then just go there, order a cup of coffee, and sit down and enjoy the show. The workers there will tell you where to sit for the viewing of the dramatic readings, and it's going to be a great time.
Awesome. And then you have another event throughout the month at the museum, right? Which day was that again?
Saturdays and Sundays after October night. So after that first weekend in October. It's a free program. It's hands-on. Like I said, it's Victorian hair crafting, which is a quite historic thing that's not exactly very popular these days.
Right?
Pretty, you know, it's kind of macabre if you look at it one way, but for people in the Victorian era, it was a very personal symbol. It was a living family tree, if you will. It was a very affectionate way to mourn for the loss of family members, while at the same time, you know, making a beautiful piece of art as well. So that's free and open to all, and that's going to be Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 3 at the County Museum. Information about October night, the Yesterways program, the nocturnal readings is all part of our Erie series. All that's available on Facebook.
Wonderful. So check them out there, and you know, lots going on in Monroe County then coming up here in October. Folks, thanks for being here today.
Right,
thanks a million for having us.
Absolutely. Well, coming up next on Good Day, more history and a little shopping tossed into boot. Kaylee Bowers joins us from the Walcott Historic Center in Maumee with a preview of this weekend's Autumn Market. Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show is back in just a moment.